First technique we're going to look at is Effleurage. Effleurage is a useful technique at the start and beginning of any sports massage, and we're using it to warm the tissues up. We're using smooth, slow strokes. We're using different moderate depths of stroke to try and get a feel for the consistency of the tissues. We tend to work from a distal to proximal direction with Effleurage, and we're going to do a demonstration of that now on the quadriceps muscle. So we also use it as a way of applying the massage oil. So I'm going to work through Claire's quadriceps here and just start with nice, smooth, easy strokes through the muscle belly. We can vary Effleurage so that we can go, as we warm the tissues up, we can go a little bit slower and a little bit deeper. I'm also going to put the muscle on a little bit of a stretch so that we can work with Effleurage just with that quads muscle on a little bit of a stretch. That just brings a little bit more of adductors in, and I can carry on with that same technique, just working through that area. Let's have a look at Petrissage techniques. So Petrissage techniques are made up of a variety of techniques that are looking at starting to work tissues more deeply, looking at manipulating muscle fibers, manipulating soft tissues, and we can work on, again, improving circulation, but also looking at working with tighter tissue, working with adhesions. In terms of Petrissage techniques, I'm going to demonstrate kneading. We can do kneading using the palm of the hand, so palmar kneading using the whole surface. We can knead using smaller surface area like the thumbs, and we can also knead using the knuckles of the hand. I'm going to demonstrate those techniques on the quadriceps. We're then going to look at techniques which are more lifting muscle bellies away. So things like picking up and things like ringing, or working on muscle bellies and lifting them away rather than compressing them. The final set of techniques we've got are ironing techniques, where we're compressing and lengthening muscle fibers, and we're doing that as a free movement with ironing, or we're doing it as a pin and stretch, where we fix one portion of the muscle belly and we stretch away from that muscle belly. So palmar kneading, I'll pressure, and the direction of the pressure is working up the muscle belly. But again, as I'm thinking of working with the muscle belly or a muscle like quadriceps, I'm thinking we've got some medial component to quadriceps. We've got the middle bits of quadriceps, vastus intermedialis, and then we've got the lateral bit of quadriceps, so vastus lateralis. If I want to be more specific in an area, I can move to thumb kneading, which is a smaller surface area, but I can work on specific areas of tightness or adhesion, and then I can also work on knuckle kneading. If I've identified specific areas that are tight along the length of the muscle, I can start to use an ironing technique, which works along those tight muscle fibers, and I'm compressing and lengthening. Frictions are a way of moving tissues transversely, so manipulating across the fibers of the muscle to try and lengthen, relax, release the muscle. So we've already got a little bit of oil on the area. In terms of frictional massage, I could be working up and down those tight, knotty bands, working across the fibers. So it's a little bit like a localized ringing up and down some fibers of the muscle belly. Tapotement techniques are used as part of a prevent massage, or where you want to stimulate the tissues, you want to stimulate the nervous system, you want to wake the system up ready for activity. We're going to look at cupping, which some people also call clapping, which is using the edge of the hands to trap air. We're going to look at hacking, which is using the ulnar border of the hand, and then we're going to look at pounding, which is using the ulnar border of the hand but in a relaxed position, a relaxed fist. And then you can also do beating, which is using the knuckle of the hand but again a relaxed hand. So if we look at clapping or cupping, as we're working up and down those tissues, you should be hearing the trapped air under my hands, not slap, more of a clap or a cup. Work up and down the muscle belly at quite a high tempo. If I bring that into hacking, again, nice relaxed hands. If we come into pounding, I've just gone into a nice relaxed hand position. We can apply a lot of the techniques we've looked at into a pre-event massage. The main principles of a pre-event massage is we're doing a lot of the techniques much faster. So let me get a little bit of oil in here. So if we're working with Effleurage, I'm doing a demonstration on the calf here, we're just going to bring the speed much higher and the depth much lighter. I can bring that into ringing. So I'm working up and down. I can bring that into picking up. So tapotement techniques. And then into a little bit of pounding. Beating.
So now we're going to do a post-event massage, and my client's just done Pilates yesterday, so we wanted to do a little bit of technique. So we'll still start with our Effleurage, and then we're going to go into Petrissage. So we don't want it too deep, so they're not too sore from their event or training they did yesterday, and then we're not going too light and stimulating because we haven't got another session for a little bit. And we're not going to do any deeper techniques such as trigger points or muscle energy techniques. So we can either start with just the calf and go into the hamstring together, or we can do one and then the other. I'd just say if you're doing your Effleurage, do the Petrissage to the one area while it's warm and then move on to the next, or do the full leg Effleurage and into your Petrissage. And then we are going with our Effleurage. So this is more of a hybrid. We're going to start lighter and building into deeper pressure, but we're not going too deep where we're going to do anything too tender to the areas of the muscles she has worked yesterday. I can go Effleurage to hamstring as well. I'm not pressing on the back of the knee, I'm just gliding over. So I go hands that way and that way, or with my Effleurage, I can go fingertips first, followed by palms. I'm making sure I'm lunging with my legs, transferring the weight through my legs into my arms. When I feel that that's warm, I might check with the back of my hand because I've not got the friction from my palm to her skin. And then I can go into my Petrissage techniques. So we have a kneading or picking up, whichever you prefer to call this one. So I could work just medial calf with the gastroc head, or lateral feels a bit awkward to do on the same side. So I might come round and reach across to the lateral part. So my kneading and picking up. Same on the hamstrings. I could section it into medial, central and lateral part of the muscle. I can do my ringing, so palms and fingers together. I'm going to lift. I tend to do the skin rolling towards the end of the session when there's less oil, so I can pick up a little bit more tissue with it. And I would teach it and do it as a triangle. I'm going to place it on the skin and the area I want to move. I'm going to lift up that entire triangle. My thumbs are going to roll towards my fingers. So it's slow and light, building into deeper as the session goes on. That is your post-event massage.